Hello, welcome everybody to a modern stream. We're going to be playing some Team of Reclamation today for a Dono deck list. A new addition to this deck that has allowed it to kind of keep up with the times and more precisely, you know, the whole fire thing. Memory Deluge. This card is kind of messed up. We've seen it in blue-white control decks all over the place. And blue-white control actually has established itself as one of the best decks in the current format, and it is even better whenever you have access to buttloads of mana, thanks to Wilderness Reclamation, a card that was terrorizing Standard like a year or two ago. And yeah, now we have it alongside Memory Deluge. We're also playing a bunch of Shark Typhoons, Archmage's Charm and Counterspell, Snapcaster Mage because value, Bolt and Heat as removal, Red and 6 to hit all land drops, and Growth Spiral to hit all land drops even faster. And Nexus of Fate as a one-card combo that can go infinite by itself, right? Like as long as you have a small, a low enough amount of cards in your deck list, you can just take infinite turns, and then hopefully try to figure out a way to win with Snapcaster beatdowns or with Sharks. The mana base feels, in my opinion, it feels like it may be lacking one land, maybe. I think I would be a little bit more comfortable playing 25 lands in a deck like this, particularly when you're playing Growth Spiral. But yeah, it's just playing K2 Triumphs, Reflecting Pools, a bunch of fetch lands, and Hinterland Harbor and Castle Ventress to round things up. The sideboard includes Flusterstorm against Combo, against Cascade against Control, Alpine Moon against Tron and Ursa Saga, Ancient Grudge against Artifact decks, Endurance against the Modern format because this card is messed up in Modern, Weather the Storm against the Burn strategies and aggressive strategies, and Engineered Explosives against tokens, against like just decks that have a bunch of drawn drops like Monke decks and whatnot. We're going to be running this deck through a league today. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like or subscribe button, and I will see you in round number 1. Alright, here we go. We're going to keep this hand. We can go turn 1 Tarn. If my opponent has turn 1 Monkey, this is going to be potentially a problem, but if they don't, we can go turn 1 Triumph and then kind of go from there. Trade Snap for Monkey. Yeah, probably I will do that. Inquisition of Kozilek. Yeah, this is Stabs Dono. You would 2070 Growth Spiral deck. Yeah, for sure. Like at least you want like 25. Like this deck playing 24 is just, I don't know, like it's just gonna be way too often that Growth Spiral is gonna be 2 mana draw a card, you know, because you're not gonna be able to get value from playing Growth Spiral. All right, 406, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. So just gonna beat these in a holy heat. I think I'm gonna mean more blue than green. I'm kind of scared of that Croxa though. Maybe it's just more scared than the people of not drawing off lands. Yeah, dude, it's kind of mind blowing. Like people, I don't know. I mean, of all of the things to try to cheat on when building your deck, just being able to cast your spells seems, I don't know. Deluge for Deluge. We can also just bolt this shadow or heat it. I guess my opponent can Monke, so I'm just gonna let this resolve. Croc says weak to really big sharks. That's fair. We just have to start spitting out 7/7 sharks. That's the name of the game. Obviously gonna cast my draw 2 here. I'm gonna take Charm, and I think I'm gonna take a land here. So my opponent's gonna take the Charm. I guess they're probably gonna take the Snapcaster, right? Maybe there's an argument for taking the Heat there, but also Unholy Heat is just a shock in this deck. Like, it's extremely hard for us to enable Unholy Heat. It's just very, very hard for us to enable Unholy Heat. But yeah, we double Memory Deluge in my graveyard. Like, I kind of just want to hit my land drops and, you know, come to turn number 7, we can just start flashing back our heats, our deluges. Never really understood hitting this deck. Honestly, it kind of feels like a shock. It's just a shock. With some very, very minimal potential upside, I guess, under very extremely specific circumstances, you know? So that's what it is. I think I want to counterspell that. In case my opponent has drawn the lock here. Not having an answer to that Grixis is a little bit worrisome. Sure. Now do I want to snap counter is the question. I think I do. Sure. I'm doing this right now so I can play around. Am I just doing double Shark here? Let's do a Snapcaster Mage and Shark Typhoon. I'm gonna take one hit from this Shadow. Yeah, my opponent drawing triple iteration is bad for us. The good thing is that for some reason they're just not playing their Grixis again. Like, this is far and away the card that I would be the most threatened by. I'm surprised they didn't just take that chance to resolve Grixis right there. If they tap out, I think I'm just gonna hardcast Shark. They have Thoughtseize. Never mind. Bye, Shark. Where are all the wrecks? I have no idea, man. Oh, interesting. Well, they can't fetch shock, right? Because like they know about this lightning bolt now, so fetch shock is not really an option. Also, attacking is kind of awkward for them, unless they have another threat. Okay. Do we just attack here? No, I don't, right? I think I want a hardcast shark. They should probably fetch here. So I guess they need counterspell plus removal, exactly? If they have counterspell plus removal, I lose. Let's see if they have it. Looks like they have it. Looks like they have it. Oh, they don't? There's a chance. Here comes Croxa, though. So we're looking for land plus bolt in this deluge. If we get find land plus bolt, we win. Land plus bolt. Easy game. Easy game. My opponent says nice. I'm like, yeah, it was nice indeed. No kidding. It sure was nice. So these heats suck, right? These are just better. I love me some endurance. Opponent probably has Monke. I know that it kills Ragavan, but this kills Monke, but it also kills Shadow. It was bigger than Croxa? Yeah, it was. You love to see it. So we cut a couple of those, and maybe we cut the bolt. That kind of top deck, and you become a great Tron player indeed. Maybe. I don't want to find out though. Perfect hand. Perfect hand. Interesting that they took the Ren. Like, I can't cast the Ren. Also, their sequencing was poor. I think I don't want to expose the explosives. You got me. Yeah, maybe I should have played the explosives for one. Uncastable Ren in 6. Yeah. Opponent's showing better than we are. I feel like for future reference, exposing explosives is okay since they don't have much for active arc. Well, they have Colligan's Command. There's no way they cut Colligan's Command against us, right? This hand's sure working out. This hand is surely working out. I would assume that they have K Command, yeah. I mean, they know about the endurance. They have heat. They left heat. Wow. They left heat in? They know about this, so... I mean, they shouldn't really come as a surprise. Wait. Oh, they didn't have it? Is that what happened? They just didn't have it there? That's very funny. Just gonna target myself so my opponent cannot drown me. And I think I'm dying to bolt here. I think one of their cards in hand is Drowning Lock. I think our hand was just awful, right? Like, our hand was just super, super awkward. And, you know, I think I was forced into making this place if I wanted to win this game. I don't think there's too much else I could have really done here. But really try when we track into Gravers this game? Yeah, for real. We die to Croxa. We die to Lightning Bolt. And I guess we also die to a blocker. But there's nothing I can draw. So I'm not going to upkeep Castle because then I won't have mana to do anything. They found another Shadow, yeah. So we have to find Engineered Explosives exactly. Another Snapcaster Mage. So I can still win, assuming my opponent has nothing. And I can still draw into Lightning Bolt or Ren and 6. And now I lose. Okay, so I guess I should have exposed the Engineered Explosives. On the play, Counterspell is going to be a lot better. Also, I guess I'm just noticing that once I remove some Counterspells and some Lightning Bolts, like Snapcaster is actually not very good. Yeah, it's kind of funny how that hand worked out. I guess like we drew all of our garbage cards. And I'm gonna keep this hand, man. Like 24 lands is just so not enough. It is so not enough. But everything is gonna be forgiven if I top deck another fetch land or like a blue land or whatever, or a green land, sorry. Now the question is, do I kill this Monke right now? Or do I untap and Ren? I think I have to kill it right now. Because if I untap and Ren, then I'd like to plus anyway, and I would not want to expose. At that point, my Ren just dies to a shock. And I need this Ren. Land. Huh? Not the right one. But it's okay. We're going to cycle a Sharkarino. We're going to find the land that we're missing. I don't like cycling this shark for value without getting any value. I meant for no value, but make it kind of is what we have to do here. We can't hit our land. We can miss our land drop. Can we find the land? I mean, I guess technically. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. We do have access to endurance that my opponent doesn't know about, but it's kind of awkward that, like, if I do that, then I cannot bolt. So This doesn't really achieve anything for me. Oh, they do that? Okay. Why is this down still in their deck? Now that just makes no sense at all. My opponent's sideboarding has been kind of weird. Like, they kept Dress Down, they kept Unholy Heat. They show me Heat game 2. I'm gonna fetch a Gateway Triumph here. Hey, we have Delirium. Okay, Triumph. Oh. They have it. Yep. They have it. Okay, so we can't attack. One card left in hand. Ugh, they chose to draw it. Lurrus to the hand. Gonna take 3. That's right, I never drew a Wilderness Reclamation, so... That's funny. Could have Fluster here, or Dispute. Dude, imagine not having it just once. Imagine not having it just once. So now we're gonna lose to Lurrus. The cat needs to go, man. The cat just needs to go. Are they gonna go to 1? They are gonna go to 1. They didn't know about this. So I guess I'm dead to lightning bolt here. But we get a scry too. Kiken with a tier 1 sub, coming back from 8 months. Thank you for that, Kiken. Welcome to the Prime Dance Stronghold. 1 month till our sub, baby. Beautiful. You're gonna get me emotional. That's a Death Shadow. That's a DRC. Can we find engineered explosives? I would like to find engineered explosives. What do we say is the chance that they have another drown? 700%? Explosives? I can technically still draw the explosives. That's not it. All right. Let's take this one. All right. Another game. Another Lurrus deck. Oh, that's right. This card is in my deck. That would have been awesome to draw, right? That would have been awesome to draw. I'm probably countering anything if my opponent wants to play anything at all. Wilderness Reclamation. I doubt that they're gonna. If they know what's up. So an argument there for Cycling Shark, but then my opponent gets to resolve a spell. Kind of want to steal this Gobo anyway. God damn it. Now I'm making their Syrian Blazes good. Land, please. That's so brutal, man. Just everything lined up perfectly at every step of the way. Swift Spear. I don't think we have any ways of getting life game 1. So we're just gonna have to counter literally everything. Every single spell will need to be countered somehow. I'm gonna heat of the moment. I think I'm gonna try to deluge here. No. I missed on the mana. Whoops, I misclicked there. Oh, please do something. Okay, so I'm gonna float 1 mana. Let's Deluge first. Counterspell is good. And I guess I'm getting another Shark. Float some mana. And I guess I'm gonna cycle this Shark. Make a 3/3. If they have 2 spells, I die. I think it's possible one of their spells is... Well, yeah, gonna counter that one. Riftbolt. Swing 3. There you go, Kikan. So I think we're just gonna flashback Deluge. So counters. Ooh, we get to Nexus. Nexus Charm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Nexus Charm. Nexus. Pull your face. Harbor. Swing 3. So I think I want to cycle. And I want to cycle 3. Because I want to make it 4/4. So that's lethal. I guess 3 plus 3 is 6. I just need to make it 2/2 actually. So let's just make it 2/2. No, actually I'm going to make it 3/3 because this means that if they draw a Swiss Spear or a Goblin Guide, we're fine. Okay, so now float a mana, scry, bottom, cycle, and now we have to find either Archmage's Charm or Counterspell. That is almost quite enough. Almost quite enough. So we're gonna have to dodge here. I was trying to make sure that I had the most amount of outs, but if they have a spell here, we lose. Now it needs to be exactly a 1-drop. Riftbolt. All right, we got there, baby. Got there. Weather the Storm. We want all of the removals. We want Fluster. Shave a couple of Sharkarinos. Faded all the right turns. We did. It was quite fortunate. Just gonna cut red and 6 altogether, I think. We also gave ourselves the best chance at winning, right? I guess I want explosives because of... Oh shit, I just realized that if they go turn 2 the enchantment, we probably can't beat that. Dude, that enchantment is such a beating. The Rolling Vortex. I feel like that card is just good in just every matchup. The card is just nuts. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's not amazing, but I'm gonna be trading down every step of the way. Hey Jeff Cat, how's it going? This time we're also on the draw, so that doesn't help. F's in chat. Blue Rider, thank you for the follow. You can spend 2 mana to gain a life. I guess I probably have to cycle this shark, right? We have to look for a bolt. Either a bolt or the other card. And a holy heat. Bolt or hit? Nope. So we're probably dead now. This side alone just dealt like 5 damage at this point. 3 mana, gain 2 life. I just have to use my mana. Like I'm just getting out mana'd every step of the way here. And that locks me out. Unless I find exactly another Shark Typhoon. We died. Dude, just instead of Highland. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That is a fact. I feel like Deluge and Nexus are not needed for burn. A little high on the curve. Yes, but I think that Nexus is like it just gives you something, right? Give you something that you can play towards. I think I'm actually gonna ship the Growth Spiral there. Kavu. Land, please. Counterspell. Yep, it's not good enough. Yep, that adds up. That certainly adds up. That's a good draw. If they do nothing, I'm just gonna play a naked Snapcaster here. Skewer the critics. I'll counterspell that. It's lazy to shuffle. Certainly looks like it. Sure. Land. Easy. Alright, snap. Let's go. The blue Doomblade. The blue Doomblade. If they had another bolt and they want to throw it at my Snapcaster Mage, I guess that's fine. I'm at 10, so I think I'm going to cycle one of these sharks and attempt to trade. I could time walk. No, this is more mana efficient. If they have Eidolon, this is sort of a problem. I guess it's more of a problem if they have Rolling Vortex. But that's fine. Opponent down to 1 card. It would have been sick to draw, what's his name there? The namesake. Wilderness Reclamation. Three, yeah. If they play Lurrus, I'm just gonna Snapcaster Counterspell. It just makes the clock faster. And now we've kind of got him. Yeah, that's fine. We go to 1. Can't fetch anymore. Prowess trigger. I will announce my prowess trigger. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. Prowess trigger. Feels good. Feels good. All right, let's go. All right, here we are. We're on the draw. Opponent does not reveal companion, but this hand's pretty good. Get turn 1 interaction. We get turn 2 interaction. Savai Triomi. Okay. It's nice that Growth Spiral gives us something to do, even if we... if my opponent doesn't play into it. Windswept Heath. Yeah, that was not resolving. I wonder what this is, right? Savai Triumph, Rogin Triumph. Basic Forest. Basic Forest is the one that's really throwing me in for a loop. Up until the Basic Forest, I was suspecting that we may be playing against the what's his name? The Creativity deck. But now I am not so sure. Maybe it is Nev. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That was a good drop. Question in blue-white, not being a control player. What made blue-white good again? Subtlety? No, subtlety is unplayable, but solitude is incredible. Solitude is quite fantastic. Fetch? They're doing something on my end step? Solitude. I'm just gonna shock you. There we go. Yeah, what changed is that people stopped playing with cards that are not unplayable anymore. Cryptic Command. Those cards are just not playable anymore, and then they kind of pivoted into more of a prison style sort of deck as opposed to a more mid-rangey. I may draw the Triumph, and if I do, I'm going to start cycling it, so... We got 2 counter spells. Prismatic Ending. I think I counter that. Maybe I shouldn't have countered that. I think it's fine. Like, there's nothing that they can really do for 3 mana that I care about, right? Okay, there we go. They had 2. Got me. So I guess I can... I'm gonna main phase this Spiral because I can find a Reclamation. Three cards left in hand. So opponent has the Fairy. So do I want to hardcast this Shark? I don't think I do. Just gonna make it 4/4 here. They are down 2 Solitudes. They could have number 3. They do. Okay. pretty nice. Opponent's down to 1 card in hand. Territorial Kavu. I think I'm just gonna Ventress here. Nice and holy heat, nerd. Nice and holy heat, nerd. I think I'm gonna trade it for a Snapcaster. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Tyler 2 with the Prime Sub coming back for the 2nd month. Thank you for coming back. Love your content. I listen to you in my afternoons at work, and it really is a nice finish today. That's awesome. Happy to hear that. They exile my counterspell. It's kind of brutal, actually, if I'm being honest. That is kind of brutal. So now if they have a Nomnath, we could actually be in trouble. I'm gonna bolt right now because if my opponent has Ephemerate, that means I get to keep my Snapcaster Mage. The 4th Solitude. The 4th Solitude is what they have. Instead of having Ephemerate number 1, they just have the 4th fucking Solitude. Alright. You got me, opponent. Oh, come on, dude! They have them both? Well, I F6'd and I screwed myself because I was F6'd. God damn it. That was so silly too. You know what really upsets me is the fact that my opponent's going to draw a Nomnath here. And I'm going to lose my shit because of that F6. Well, that one's also pretty good, I guess. Yes and yes. Untap. Draw 2. Bolt. Pass. Yeah, it's the list that we were talking about a little bit earlier. Stabs. Yes. Don't remember Sabai Triumph. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if they're playing Territorial Kavu, it's kind of free, right? Man, that was such a big deal. Like I wasted a shock, right? That's what I did. I just wasted a shock. My opponent's playing around Shark here, and I don't think they can really afford to. Because I have a Castle Ventress going. Oops, not that one. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nexus of Fate. Bottom both of those. We're gonna set a stop on my upkeep. Yes. Yes and yes. Thank you. And this is when we start doing the thing. That's a card. One, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Opponent doesn't want to see it anymore. And rightfully so. And rightfully so. Okay, elementals. Elementals. This sideboard sucks against elementals, right? Yeah, this card is very, very good. I like it a lot. I wonder if we should just be playing 4 copies. Did I just submit the same thing? I think I just submit this. I just submit the same 60. I mean, I think we just... Yeah. This is just great. Alright. It sucks that we're on the draw here. Would definitely like to see... It's not a bad one, but if they have turn 2 Kavu, turn 2 Kavu could actually be a really, really big problem. That's what they have. It's either Kavu or Ren. Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. We're gonna have to try to go over the top of that. Unclear how we're gonna do that just yet. I wonder if I should have just played Ren there. Just play a Ren, fetch, get my extra land, and game 5 life. Yeah, Growth Spiral would have been really good. Yikes. I think I'm gonna do that now. So we're gonna play Ren, fetch, Fetch Triumph plus. Yeah, this Kavu is very good. I think this Kavu is definitely underplayed right now. That was kind of a sick combo, right? Like turn 2 Kavu, which puts immense amount of pressure, and then the fairy. That was a very, very strong 1-2 punch. I don't think my opponent's opening could have been any better than that. I think that's as good as it gets for them. Kavu also means that we can never 1-for-1 with it. Because if we are ever close to the Lurrus, they can just undo it. So Lightning Bolt is what we're looking for here, because Lightning Bolt we can. Well, I guess if they have Obnath, we're probably dead. Oh, Recent Reef. No, we're gonna need the Lightning Bolt. If we don't have a Bolt, I don't think we're gonna be able to win here. I mean, I'm gonna play a little bit more, but by playing this, maybe my opponent will minus with Tef. Sheesh. Okay, I think I won explosives because of the fairy. Now that I see the matchup a little bit closer, They should not minus on the reclamation, by the way. It also beats so hard. Forgot to do the thing. Bolt. Okay, no bolt. Just ready to pack it up. So we got explosives. Let's do that. Nice. Seems like a nice hand. So we're gonna go turn 1, Triumph. Turn 2, fetch, go. There's a prelim in an hour. Why are you even playing prelims, House? I don't understand. Like, what's the point? Like, if you have QPs, yeah, if you need QPs, I mean, like, I understand. Like, of course, it makes a lot of sense. But if you have QPs, like, what's the point? Like, why are you even doing it? Like, the EV is just heinous. President League sucks. I don't know my testing partners are available. Sure. I mean, I don't know. It's just so time consuming. You're throwing out stabs. No longer a young adult, just a regular adult. Damn it. That's like the worst kind. We'll probably have to counterspell the dude. Yeah, we're definitely counterspelling that one too. Hoping to dodge the fairy one time. Dodge the fairy one time? Rest in peace. Sure thing. You got me. You got me real good. I'm probably gonna cycle Shark anyway here because I probably have to find some exactly counterspell. Bolt is also nice. No, I don't think I want to slam snap there. Also, we have answers to this. They slammed it too. They slammed it like, yeah, this is my haymaker. Do I go for the Eldritch or anything? Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Eldritch first. It's just much more mana efficient. And it means I don't have to counter a Fury. Like, if they Fury and they kill both of my threats, it's just so bad for me, right? So I want to try to delay for as long as possible when I play this snap, unless I feel like they're missing land drops or something. Well, we don't have to counter that one. And if they plus to get tricky, like that's even better because I just bolt this and then I just kind of have them. Like, they can't minus on one of my creatures because then the Teferi just dies. And if they plus, I mean, I guess that the correct play is just to plus. Unless they themselves have a lightning bolt. They plus on my token, okay. So then this Teferi just didn't really do anything. Which is obviously good for me. Okay. Your go. Also, they're playing Ren and 6 and Rest in Peace in the same deck. It's kind of... That's something. Cavern of Souls. Okay. The good thing, at least, is that even though they have Cavern, like we can still get some value from our counter magic. Flusterstorm. All right. Am I just hardcasting that? I think I am. If they have another Teferi, that kind of sucks, but it also doesn't really do anything. Like, it's just like a time walk that drew them a card, I guess. But like, we can still just attack the Teferi, so it's not that big of a deal. This seems like one elemental fury. Sure. Intro 2, make a shark. Bolt that. I guess if they have a second fury, this sucks. Yeah, fury is actually kind of a big deal. That fluster kind of got us. I really needed that deluge. Feel like I really needed that deluge. And I guess I'm gonna play this Snapcaster here. Put my opponent on a 2-turn clock. Attack. That's pretty good. So like I said, Fury is the most underrated elemental. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Now, yeah, Fury is messed up. Nexus wins. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Nexus would probably win. They have another Fury. Oh, dude. Oh, this is Season Pyro. Well, I can counter Season Pyro. I mean, that's kind of the problem, right? Whenever you're putting non-elementals in your tribal elementals deck. They probably have to, unless their last card is Ephemerate, which would be very bad for me, they probably have to try to attack here so they can gain some life. Because otherwise I just hold back this guy to block and I just swing in the air. And it is a 2-turn clock even if they... Even if they deal damage next turn. Yeah, that's a big deal. Would be a lot better if it were a bolt. And I'm doing this right now so my opponent can't throw Ephemerate. Ping ya. Now even Fury doesn't save them. Nexus win in the most comical fashion and makes a 7/7. Yep. It's a beautiful thing. You attack me or they attack Ren? Yeah. Ren dice, I guess. Because it's the same, right? Like but they have to kill. Maybe I should have blocked, because that means that the 1/1 is lethal. Yeah, maybe I should have blocked there. Yeah, I should probably block there. I was thinking that if they block, if they attack Ren, if they kill it, then that means that my dude does. Okay, we got there. Shark, shark, shark. Love to see it. See you next round. Another Lurrus deck. I'm gonna keep this though. Would love to draw a land. fetch land would be ideal. Smell hammer time? Nah. Steam Vents Gamer. Monke. I'm gonna die never hitting land drop number 3, right? Like that's gonna be the story of this game. I'm just going to never hit land drop number 3. Snapcaster can't snap anything back. That's funny. I mean, it's a free 2-1. They probably should play it. The good thing is that I was going to be drawing this Snapcaster otherwise, so... I am being thoughtseized. Never hit land drops and die. That's how I tend to lose my games. That or flood. Exactly. That's what, isn't that what Magic really is about? Croxa. Off it! This deck does not have enough lands. Every time I see Spike play this deck, I'm like, dude, you just don't have enough lands. You don't. Just don't. You think you do, but you don't. You wanna have kept that 7? I'm on the draw, right? No, I was on the play, never mind. No, I'm 100% supposed to keep that hand. I am always supposed to keep that hand. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane how lucky Spike is hitting land drops. His decks never have a reasonable amount of lands. Like, he was playing the blue-white Stoneblade deck earlier today, and he was playing 22 lands total, and 8 of those lands tap for colorless. And 4 of those lands are Ursa Saga. And he was playing multiple 4-drops. I'm just like, how? I guess I'm gonna keep this. But it works for him. And he builds his decks for himself, so... Yeah, he does play against a lot of more meme decks than I do, for whatever reason. I do hit my fair share of meme decks, however. You got me. Do you want a shark or do you want a memory deluge? They have both. They have another Thoughtseize. Okay. ¿Por qué no los dos, right? Darthgate with the Prime Sub. Bienvenido de nuevo al Primetime Stronghold Darthgate. Muchas gracias. Espero que andes bien. This deck can never beat Croxa, right? Endurance, one time. Endurance, one time. Nope. Just gonna get Crocsat next turn. He's definitely luckier than I am. Let me put it that way. He's definitely luckier than I am. But yeah. Obviously, I love the guy. He's literally the only person that I subscribe to religiously every single month. I love the guy and have nothing against him, obviously, but he does get quite lucky. I never subscribed to you, that's true. Oh, I misclicked. Whoops. Okay, I'm off it. We can never beat Croxa. Like we played 2 matches. Both of our losses were to Croxa. We just can never beat the card. All right, see you next round. All right, last game. Again, like I don't think I'm supposed to ship this kind of hand, right? Like we just hit any land drop and we're just good to go. Like I don't think we're supposed to hit to ship this. But if I don't hit a land drop by turn number 3, then we're obviously gonna be conceding again very quickly. So, all right, this time we're good. So I'm gonna be fetching on my opponent's end step. Yeah, I was thinking about the affinity deck, and I realized that I actually, from old school affinity days, I have most of the cards for the deck. So, and because the new cards are like Sagas and Charming Prince. Huh. Okay. All right. 2 cards on the bottom. Like, that's a statement, right? That is a real statement. There you go. Turn 2, I'm gonna tap out and I'm gonna play this Charming Prince. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, Darth Kid. That affinity list looked pretty sweet. I know how good it actually is, but it looked sweet. Let's see if this is something I cannot care about. Yes, it is definitely something I cannot care about. I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to start drawing shocks, right? But I mean, I do have 2 Snapcasters in hand, right? Bolt? No, no Bolt. Yes, Bolt. This must be really, really fun. This might be a really, really fun card to play in paper. Just like all of your lands, you're just like and tap them all. That must be very, very fun. If opponent has an apparition, I'm gonna counter it if they have anything but. So I guess I'm bolting that Soul Herder. All right, and step draw 2. Awkward. Counterspell is nice. Cycle Shark and see if we can hit a land drop. We also make a 2/2, which lines up well against my opponent's Charming army. Still no land. Still no land. Imperial Recruiter. Probably not. Do you want to trade? Oh, sweet. Awesome. I guess I should have blocked the other one so my opponent can't blink it for value. Lands? Where are those? I don't understand. My opponent is definitely playing not enough lands either. I don't know their deck list or anything about them, but they're definitely not playing enough lands. Because like everybody that plays Yorion decks definitely does not play enough lands. I hate ya. Hey! Is that a land? Two, yeah. Play 24 lands in a control decks of 24 lands in my year. That has to be enough. Yeah, exactly. Loves in Spike. That's funny. Fury. That kills my Ren. I would not like my opponent, not my opponent to kill my Ren. Start playing. Just like a bad Yorion deck. They don't seem to be playing like the fairies or something, so maybe that's fine. No, it's not because the canister deck plays good cards. You know, it doesn't play Charming Prince or the thing that copies something of yours. Can't remember the name of that guy, but the canister deck is just good cards. That's why it's good. So that's why I'm saying that my opponent's just playing a bad version of that deck. Not enough lands dot deck. Never join enough lands. Never join enough lands. Okay. Keep. We're gonna bottom. I think I have to bottom Reclamation. Do I really have to ship this Deluge? I'm gonna ship the Counterspell. I don't think that I can really ship that Deluge. Like, I need to make sure that I hit my land drops. No, not Charming Prince again. No, don't do it. No! How will I ever win this game? How will I ever win this game? It's impossible. Oh, you bottom your known lands, and now you're gonna flood and you're gonna die. Shut up, chat. What do you know? A 4-3? Jeez. Spike would have kept 7 and 8 all land drops. Yeah, he's better than I am. He's just better. It's a turn 4 Aether Vial. You'll love to see it. You love to see it. At least we did the Spike strat of playing against decks that are just bad. So we got that part right. Just gonna slow down the clock a little bit. Oh, Esper Sentinel. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm like, what can they violin that I care about? It's like, yeah, Esper Sentinel. God damn it. That one is on me. That one is on me. That is just me being stupid. Two, three, four, five, six. This is... I think I have to do this. No, I can't. Let's do blue-green, growth spiral, play land. Just gonna bold the guy. Brasushi. Thank you for the follow. Brasush. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ay, ay, ay. Don't have a wisp. They have a wisp. Of course they have a wisp. Deputy of detention. Okay. Bolt. Land. You made me something? I'm scared. Uh-oh. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can pay 7. Bold Shark Typhoon. Gonna go to 1. Is that a clip? Nice. They have a haste threat. Or if they have another Avalanche Riders, I just lose to it. Show me. Show me. How are you killing me? Dosky, Bearer of Secrets. That also seems hard to beat. Alright, my opponent is full on jank. That's fun. My opponent is on full on jank. Multi 5 did not get there. Once again, maybe the explosives are fine. All right, last game. Last game. Let's do this thing. 81 card special. My opponent's like, I cannot figure it out. I have 80 cards. I have 80. I cannot figure out what the last card is. So let's submit 81. What could go wrong? Fran is never gonna hit a land drop anyway, so there's nothing to worry about. Keep. Card's fucked up, man. Will Fran ever hit a land drop? These and more exciting answers. Wall of Omens. You sure, opponent, that you couldn't figure out which one was the card to cut? You sure you couldn't figure out? Are you sure? Man, please, dude, please, dude. I just want to hit my land drop, man. I just want to hit my land drops, man. That's all I want. All I want to do in life is just hit land drops, man. Is it really that hard to achieve? Hey. Yay. We got there. Yes. Good job, chat. Good job. Imperial Recruiter. Magus of the Moon. Well, that's fucked up. No, except it doesn't matter. That's fucked up, except it doesn't matter. They have to kill the fairy. Do we have to kill the fairy? I don't think so. They could have Deputy of Detention. I think I'm just gonna draw a card. You have a big winner. And please, dude, please, dude. I just want to hit my land drop, man. I just want to hit my land drops, man. And please, dude, please. Dude, if that's not an Oscar-worthy performance, I don't know what you guys want from me. I don't know what you want from me. Because that's as good as it gets, you know? So we're just gonna EE for 3. Opponent passes, though. I'm just gonna deluge here. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. All right, that's hella cute. I love that. That is hella cute. That is fantastic. Also, they're attacking me, so I'm assuming that they have a way to kill my run. Skyclave apparition. So now we explosives for 3 and crack. Green, blue, red. We're gonna crack right now so I don't get brought back again, you know? When I've asked how this stream went, you can show her that clip. Doesn't get much more emotional than that, right? Opponent went all in on the jank. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. 11 Riscala, yeah. Just... It's all you, opponent. Just be free. The world is your oyster. Everything is possible. Everything is possible, opponent. Okay. Pass the turn. Is opponent waitlisted? Find out next time with Dragon Ball Z. Dude, Dragon Ball Z was sick. I loved Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid. Interesting way to tap their mana. Sure. Well, I guess in this case, actually, heat is online, right? If I want to. Instant, artifact, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gonna hardcast the shark. Not even a single basic forest is likely sketch. I get that you're playing a lot of these Archmage's Charms, but you're also running a 6 deck. Solitude. You got it. Surprise 4/4. Surprise 4/4. No, Stealing Vial is just terrible. Snapcaster Mage and then Holy Heat are my choices. No! No! My sharks! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a lot of mana, dude. That's a lot of mana. I guess I'm gonna main phase one of these. Hey, hey. Okay, so next turn we're gonna get to do some stuff. We just gotta not die here. It's gonna be the goal. I have attempted to in the past I have attempted to counter Toskies, so we're gonna get to draw just a lonesome card. Brought back. Sure. Double Solitude. Can exile your own shit, opponent. Don't exile your own shit. Land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the only thing that's a little bit problematic is that my opponent can have... that guy's fine. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This only gives me a 4-4, which is very sad. Yes, opponent, how I can leave your stream and stuff to theirs. Let them recall. So we're gonna have to save a lightning bolt for Deputy of Detention. We're gonna have to save a bolt for Deputy. Glasspool Mimic. Bolt that guy. Ay. I guess I have to do this again. Ephemerate Thistles, Shark, Bolt Thistles, Bile Resolves. If they already have Deputy of Detention in hand, that's kind of a problem. Okay, so they do have Glasspool Mimic. No, countering is worse. I have a Deluge on the stack. I can find more removal spells off of this Deluge. Right? What's up, Andrea? How you doing? Okay, exile my 1/1. Resolved Memory. I think I want Charm instead of Shark Typhoon there. And now we can make our blocks to prevent my opponent from drawing cards. Block, block, block. So I think I'm playing explosives for 1. Ooh, actually I can make a big shark. Oh, I love this. Okay, so let's Memory Deluge. Start closing the door here. Counterspell. Snapcaster Mage. Blue, 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 blue. This gives me a 4/4 shark. But it makes it X equals 1. Because the only way that I can see myself losing here is my opponent vials in something that matters. And now that we get rid of these, I think that we got this covered. Mentals is the best, it's just proper representation. Yeah, the Mentals is awesome. Can't not attack. Yes. Nice brew you have there. I usually prefer to play good decks though. Oh, you mean like yours? Big time, they say. Yep. Of course, of course, of course. Oh, that was awesome. That was so awesome. That is the best possible way to end the stream. All right. Now I'm very happy to have this stream ended. Like, this league was perfect now. Sabira, thank you for the follow, because we got the sweetest comment to end things. Love it. Love it. I hope they were memeing, because if they were sincere, then, you know. Anyway, so we definitely, I mean, at least I think we should have at least one more land, maybe two. And I think that I want those lands to be probably a fetch land. So I guess it would be maybe Flooded Strand. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Like, you could also consider cutting some number of harbors. For maybe a basic forest. At least I want one more land. I definitely want one more land. The Memorable Villages were fantastic. This card was just insane. I think I would probably cut a Snapcaster for the land, or maybe a Growth Spiral. I could also see cutting a Renin 6, honestly. Like, Renin 6 is not particularly great in this deck. But the Growth Spirals just felt super medium. There were a couple of situations where I was kind of flooded, and then I went for, you know, I just was able to get a little bit ahead, so that was good. But like, most of the time it was just super clunky, and I just didn't even have the time to do it. Strictly Correct is one strand and one denta better to avoid needles. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, it's just like the harbors were kind of bleh, right? Also, their affecting pools are kind of medium. Like, they're fine, but can play another breeding pool, which is another fetchable. Now we have 10 fetch lands, which is better. And I don't know if we can afford to play basic forest. That's the thing. And even if we could afford to, I'm not sure whether we would want to. Maybe one Hinterland Harbor, I guess. I at least want one more land. And then we can do this. The sideboard also felt a little bit blah. Not sure how much I want these grudges. I feel like Force of Vigor would be better. Probably we can't afford to play Force though. The endurances were actually kind of weird. And we, like both times that we lost to Kroxa. Like, we just cannot beat Kroxa with this deck. It's just unbeatable. Like, your opponent has Kroxa in their deck, boom, that's it, game over. Can't ever win. One of the new slow lands. Well, the slow lands are just like strictly worse of these check lands, right? So because like it's kind of the same scenario, right? Like, they enter tapped in the early game, both of them, except that you can go turn 1 breeding pool, turn 2 Hinterland Harbor, and it enters untapped. And at that point, all of your lands enter untapped anyway. What's up, Phil? We're just finished playing a spike deck over here. But yeah, I definitely would want to have access to at least one more land. Because 24 definitely did not feel like it was enough. More fetch lands is good for Ren. Yeah, this is the main deck that I would try probably next time. And the sideboard, I guess, it's just a choice, right? Like you just have to choose what you want to beat. This cyber looks fine. Maybe you would want like one more heat or one more cheap removal spell at some point, but like this cyber is just fine. It's just kind of mediocre, you know, just like cards that do stuff in a variety of matchups, and they're just kind of fine. Like all of these are good cards. None of these are just bad cards, which is the good thing. So maybe Weather the Storm is kind of medium, but all right. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.